You got to do hard stuff to get to where things are no longer hard. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. So, we have 20 items to pack up, $429.54. A lot on my mind. First things first, I got a new quarter zip yesterday while I was sourcing. Vineyard Vines, gray, size medium. Fits very comfortable. We're going to see if it makes it into the arsenal. What I like about it is it's not as heavy as my North Face quarter zip. It's a little thinner, so that's nice. I did go sourcing yesterday in the Dallas area. It was half off day at the Thrift Giants. I ended up getting 220 items. I spent about 800 something dollars. I think it was $4 and some change, like 436 average buy cost per item. So right where we need to be, around that $4 mark. And yeah, I actually got done faster than normal, so that was kind of cool too. But I did avoid eating lunch and dinner. What I ate by lunch is like I had a huge breakfast and then I had half the breakfast to eat for the rest of lunch. So like not stopping to eat actually made me go a little faster. And then I ate dinner when I got back, which it was like 9 p.m. So a little late dinner, a little different, but I was able to get back a couple hours early. So that was cool. Yeah, other than that, we've got a lot to talk about today. So one is I didn't do the live because the Bears, they lost against the Cleveland Browns. It's the third time we've lost double-digit leads in the fourth quarter. I was a bit down, and then I tried to set up the live. I made there was an update for OBS, but I also did something weird, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. So I ended up scrapping the live video. So apologize if you guys are looking forward to that. We'll try to run it again, but I don't know. We got holidays and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on the next couple weekends, but we're going to do what we can. So picking these items, I was, it's just part of the day. I got to pick and ship. I have my part-time employee Randy doing photos, so that's good. And she saw all the stuff that I got and was just like, "Geez, you got like a lot." I said, "I know. I'm trying to source, like more right now because there's going to be some times where, I'm going to be with family and I'm not exactly going to be sourcing." So she's there doing work. I may go down there later. I may not even go down there. I've actually got a lot of work at the house to do. I actually got to refinish the fireplace chimney. I got to put some sealant stuff on it. And I may get up there and do that today, but it's pretty cold today. So we'll see if it warms up a little bit. But that means, getting up on the roof. And then I'm actually going to video that content because I video products and I make money doing that. So that's another thing that I'm into doing, and it takes a little bit of time. I got to get the tripod up on the roof. I got to get the mic, kind of write out like a little bit of what I'm going to talk about, or just kind of like think about it a little bit. Other than that, I was talking to my friend Mike. He's a very strong seller in the clothing category. He's in the Dallas area as well, and I was talking to him about like his promoted listings, right? Because I think I said before, I put out a video saying I'm not going to promote and all this stuff. Well, I asked him about it, and he was saying, he's like, "Oh, dude, if you promote like a bunch of your older items, like you might be better off, selling it through promoted listings rather than having the garage sale." And I was like, "I thought you stopped promoting." He goes, "Yeah, I did, and my sales tanked." And he said he started promoting again. Now, he was promoting at a pretty high rate, and then I started talking to him. I was like, "Dude, I could have sworn that you stopped, but maybe there is something to promoted listings." So I think what I may do is, so say springtime is going to be the time to have the garage sale, correct? That's whenever it warms up again. That's probably March, April. So what I might do is for January, February, March, run like a heavy promoted listings and then document it and see if it actually paid off. Now, I don't know what rate I'm going to go for. I have a feeling it might be 10%. But I don't know. So the idea behind that is like I might shrink my store down a little bit. I almost made a tongue twister. Shrink my store down to, I don't know, it's at like 5,000 items. So maybe I can get back down to like 4,000, let's say. But maybe I can massively sell those items because my other business is doing really well. Like it's making a lot of money. And I kind of want to just put resources into that. So maybe I'll be changing things up where I just kind of don't source as many like lower end items. The problem is I don't have a shot to get the good items without driving 2 hours to get them and then 2 hours back. So it's like, that's why I take advantage of anything that makes money, because it takes so long to get to the place where all the stuff's at. And that's kind of the conundrum that I've been facing for the past couple years. But, you know, there's just a lot of ways to kind of think about it. Like, you either improve your sourcing, you change your sourcing. I mean, that's pretty much how you dictate how the business is based on the inventory you have around you, you know, what's available to you, and how much you can get, how much you can process. All that stuff plays a factor in all that stuff. So a lot of you guys ask, how do I know what item to pick out of the boxes? And I think that's because it's just hard to visualize without actually being in front of it, which I'm actually having trouble finding one. 19205. So the way it works is you look at the item number that's in the front of the box, right? So for example, this box, the first item is 19192 for these. The item I'm looking for is 19205. So you find the bracket of where your item is. So the box next to it is 19242. So in between those two numbers is your 19205. So this was behind the box of that first, you know, item. So you kind of just scan to see where your number's closest to, and that's how you find it. So if anybody was wondering, that's how it works. The problem is if you have like dyslexia, or you get numbers confused, because it is a lot of the same type of numbers, and it's 5 digits, you know. So like right now, 19922. Usually I say it out loud to myself so I remember it, but I'm trying to talk too, so sometimes it takes me a little bit longer. This actually is a good shirt. This is Psycho Bunny. Psycho Bunny is a really good brand. This is really colorful. So this is a size 5. They do like the it's like the European sizes. Really great graphic here. So this sold for, let's see, $25.72 plus $8.99 shipping. So we're looking at a lot of money for this shirt. It's a good shirt. It's in really good condition too. I typically don't buy white items, like white clothing, because there's usually stains. Some items can sell with stains, but it's pretty common for white to have stains. So I typically don't, you know, pick those up if I can avoid it. And let's see what else we got here. I think I'm just going to hold this here. So yeah, other than that, plans for today. So we've got to pull the items. I got to ship the items, right? And I got started a little later than usual, just because I decided to do cardio like after my wife and son left the house. Usually I do it at like 5:50 to 6:20 or 6 to 6:30. So this time I decided to sleep a little bit longer. I feel like I was just behind in sleep this week, like maybe like a couple hours behind. So I decided to catch up a little bit, and I'm feeling pretty good. But yeah, it's a little behind schedule. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to finish pulling the items. We're going to go and list, or no, we're going to ship some items. And then when they're all packed up, I'm going to list my items probably. Or maybe I'll list first. I don't know. I need to put listings out for the day. I've noticed when I got back to 30 a day, my sales jumped right back to where they used to be. So that's kind of what I need to do. A couple times recently I've been like, you know, going back on my listings like a little bit less, like 25 listings or 20 listings. And you absolutely see a dip in views, impressions, sales, things like that. And I think that's part of the reason why the promoted listings for my friend's situation actually worked out really well, because his stuff is all desirable. Like, a lot of people are looking for it, and he has them priced, you know, pretty close to market. So maybe it is promotions that might be the way. I've just never really been one to do them, but maybe I should give it a shot, because I do want to shrink the store down, which I have a bunch of these racks too. So like maybe I can get rid of a couple racks, like these two in particular, or maybe make them more for like family storage. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. But yeah, with the rise of my other business, I think YouTube's going to take uh, a little less importance. Not YouTube. YouTube is great. I think eBay is going to take like a little less importance, meaning like the time I'm spending on it. Like I'm still spending not like a whole lot of time, but it does take up most of my time. I want to this next year, 2024, I want to do more with my other business. So, but you know, I'm still gonna look for good items. I'm still gonna sell good items. I mean, it is making the money that I need to make. I'm just really excited about the other money that I'm making because I don't know. I've been doing eBay for a good while, and you know, it's like I like helping people. I like a bunch of new people coming into the space asking questions because it gives me a little bit of that energy of like that excitement that I had when I first started doing it and making money. So we're gonna, you know, continue helping people and talking about it. But yeah, right now we have passed the 200,000 mark in sales, so that's good. It looks like we're gonna end up around the 210,000 mark for the year. And then I'm excited to like see how much money it actually is, you know. I have like a rough estimate, but without doing all the deductions and taxes, all that jazz, it's kind of hard to see it exactly. Here's some good ones. These are Carhartt camouflage jeans. So camouflage jeans, I'm really big on picking them up. So we're probably going to make that video about how much money I made on eBay. Now 200,000 in sales sounds like, you know, a lot of money, but I did not make 100,000. I do want to make that very clear. And that's because I push volume. I do a lot of work for lower profits, but it's pretty easy work for me because I've been doing it so long. And a lot of you guys can get there too. But it takes long sourcing, a lot of like time figuring out what to sell and like how to sell it. So, but hopefully you can do that by watching this channel. And I also want to do like how much money I made on YouTube type videos. So I think that'll be a fun one. But yeah, I got two more. It's actually my oldest storage over there, my oldest item. So like when you're over like in the SKUs, right? Whenever you're sorting, it goes 0 to 1,000 and then like, or 0 to 9,999. But then whenever there's 10,000, that one goes above all the numbers in between. So whenever I'm sourcing or picking items, it's like 10,000 plus, and then it goes back to the very end because it's like this item's number 6,000. So it's actually higher or lower on the board because the first digit is a 6 and not a 1. So anyway, that's kind of like a thing to look at. But I'm going to go pull those two, and then we're going to jump back on the computer and talk a little bit more. All right, so I think I'm just going to pack up items because, well, it's a little easier to pack items and do videos than to like do listings and videos. I don't know. They're both pretty easy, but I don't want to have to record the screen and then like do the edit and stuff. So this will be a little bit easier on me. But yeah, we actually had a combined order. So somebody bought two Nike short sleeve polos. One is the Tiger Woods collection, which is a great one to pick up. And then the other one was, it was just a golf polo, but it had like the, I don't know if they're magnets. They're almost like metal snaps kind of, but not like button snaps. I don't know. They're a little different. That's what that one had. And yeah, pretty happy about it. So we're going to see how much it goes for. It's going to be less than a pound, which is good. And of course, we're using Jiaropack poly mailers. Taylor 10, 10% off. You guys know the drill with that. I'll have to run an ad for them next month. I'm going to hopefully make a really good video for them because I do like, you know, them getting a lot of sales. You know, we all like getting sales, so I do what I can to help them, and I obviously benefit from it as well. So if you want to help the channel out, use the code, use the link. There's my eBay store. If you want to check out my eBay store, I have that linked, and if you go buy something on eBay by using the link first, just getting to eBay, I actually make money on that too. So to date, that's made me like 15 bucks, and I turned it on. Thanks to ADH Dave. He told me about it, so I appreciate that, man. That's just another thing, man. It's like if you can get attention, if you can get influence, if you can get people to go to where sales happen, if you're the driver of that in the social media world, that converts into money. somehow. So that is it's a new game. If you guys are starting eBay, that's great. eBay reselling, whether it's eBay or any other platform, is going to be around forever in some form or fashion. But social media, hang on a second. I'm having a bit of an issue here. I just don't know what happened. The label's coming out funky. I'm not really sure why. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, what I'm saying is social media, creating content, that's not going anywhere either. So it is, it's here to stay. So if you get good at creating content, getting a message across, whether it's yours or somebody else's, there's a way to make money that way. So whenever I have shipping issues, sometimes I go to reprint shipping label just to try to change how it's laid out, because I think the problem is, hold on, reprint label. I think what it is I didn't, okay, now it's coming up right. The print engine was in the wrong format, and it wasn't reading the 4x6 label for some reason. So now we're good. That was that was crazy. But like little problems like that with the printer, that type of stuff used to take me like an hour to figure out. Like, I don't know, like when I started this business, there was things like that would happen, and there was nobody you could really ask for help. Like, you'd be on your own trying to figure it out. So there was YouTubers out there, and you would just have to find like the right video, but sometimes there's not a video. And that's, that was one belief behind social media. I wanted to make like a kind of a handyman channel where I would just show how to fix things that I had problems with in my life. And I'm like, if I had problems with this, surely somebody else did. So let me make a video to like solve that problem. And I think that's a good channel to have, because YouTube is just a video log. It's like a diary, of whatever you want to make it. But it's a log of your life. So say you start a family, or you start your adulthood, or even before that, and you make a YouTube channel. So it's like day one, you're like, okay, this is day one in a house as an adult, or day one as an adult, right? And then you do a video about week one. I had this problem, this problem, this problem, or whatever. Then you can look back, or you can say, hey kids, this is what I dealt with in my life. There's some things here that you can maybe, highlight, like some videos where I went through some stuff, or, it's just good to have, I think. I think it's cool. I don't know. And now with the way the phones are and stuff, all you need is a cell phone, really. You don't need a fancy mic or, I think like a cell phone and a tripod, you can do quite a bit of damage with that. But yeah, I guess that's why, people tune into the channel, because they learn how to do eBay and stuff, which is great. I'm glad to be able to give some advice when I have time. And I'm glad you guys watch. I'm having a really good time with it. But right now, I guess my plans for the holidays, I guess that's a good idea. Holiday plans for me, sourcing quite a bit ahead of time in case I want to take like a day or a week off from sourcing. And the reason I say sourcing is like the out of town stuff. So I have to source out of town. It takes a lot of time. So if I don't want to take that away from my family, then I'm going to either list less, or I'm going to source less. So like source a bunch now, list a little bit so that I continue to have listings throughout the holidays, or just don't list because I don't have the items. But ideally I want to keep, some items going up in my store, but I don't think it matters a whole lot. Like say you list 1,000 items in one day, right? Then the rest of the month you don't list 0, 0, 0, 0. You're going to have quite a bit of sales rather than doing, 30 divided by 1,000, 33 a day. Like, I don't know which one's better. It'd be an interesting thing to do, but listing 1,000 in one day would take, it would take quite a bit of time. I just think, I don't think it matters as much. I think, the amount of listings that are good that go up is important. I don't think if you list 5 a day as opposed to 150 in one day, I don't think it makes that much difference. I really don't. As long as the items that you're listing are, stuff people want to buy. But yeah, so I'm going to source in town. So that's another thing. I have a couple thrift stores in my town, so I can source in town, kind of continue to build the, let's just call it a war chest of inventory. Not a death pile, a war chest. I like war chests. I heard that term from football. They call franchises like when you have a bunch of money to spend. That's their war chest, you know. Or, you know, war chest meaning it's your funds to go to war. Probably sailors use that or people back in the day. But yeah, so war chest of inventory, which I have. I mean, there's probably 500 items at the store, or the store. It's an office. I tell people it's a store because I made a video saying like I opened a buy sell trade store. It's not like a store, retail store. It's an office space that I'm kind of like calling a store. Anyway, there's 500 items there. Randy's knocking them out. I still have photos on my computer to knock out. I probably have like 75 more. So I need to list those, or at least get them drafted, so that you know, tonight we're doing an event. My family and then my sister-in-law and her family, we're gonna do an event. So, you know, I'm not gonna get a whole lot of work done today or tonight. But you know, that's because it's the holidays. You know, we're gonna do stuff, hang out, it'll be fun. I may wear this quarter zip as like a base layer and wear like a jacket over it. Might be kind of cool. It's an outdoor event and it's cold right now. Like the reason I wear long sleeves a lot of time is because my warehouse is kind of cold. The garage is, you know, it has a window unit, but it doesn't have heat in there. So I have a heater in there, but it's like one of those old ones. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think I've gone on quite a bit here. Um, yeah, we're probably gonna run another one of these on like Thursday. I think I'm gonna do Tuesday, Thursdays, and then I do want to make like the video, the income video, which uh, I don't know. And then I also want to do kind of like my plan for 2024. I don't know if I should make a whole video. Like when I say make a video, I mean like a production video. I know this is a video, but this is just like kind of like a vlog check-in. Like let's see what Sean's work day is up to, or what the past couple days have been like. That's kind of what these are, and I think it keeps me. One, it helps out my YouTube channel, because YouTube, you absolutely need videos consistent. You can't. It'd be hard to say like only post viral videos, because one, it's hard to create viral videos, and two, you will fall off if you stop posting on YouTube. So these are important for that, but I do want to make production videos of, you know, like videos people will be like, that's got a lot of information in it. I probably have to watch like some of it now, come back and watch some of it later or something like that, or maybe even watch it twice. But yeah, I'm gonna do the income videos. I think that's always exciting. I think like that's one of the things I looked at most whenever I was making the decision to go full time, is how much were people actually making? Like, is this actually doable? And where I live and the income that I make, it's really nice. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. I mean, I don't really have as many issues with income like I used to. I mean, I used to have like, I need to know if I have enough money to get gas this week type thing, you know, and that's all gone. The days of that are over. So, uh, yeah, you know, make a lot of money, make enough money. You could also donate plasma. I did that for some time, so that's not very fun, but you know, you gotta do hard stuff. Let me think. You gotta do hard stuff to get to where things are no longer hard. Very hard to get to just the easy stuff. That is, I think that's, I think that's a problem a lot of people have. I think they want to get to the easy stuff without doing anything hard, and I think that's extremely challenging. So, on that note, we'll continue packing. We'll finish out this day, and then I'll see you guys again later. Bye.